All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us on tonight's team call. We have a really special guest. Abbey Walsh is here. And the reason I know Abbey is we do weekly Zoom meetings for, I think it's like 3-star and up. So we have a group of pretty much all ladies and Jeff that meet on Tuesdays. But we've kind of just been swapping team calls. And I talked on Abbey's team call, I think, like before we left for the cruise. But I think we've had like 3 calls within the group, or maybe 4 within the group so far. And I've learned so much from Abbey. It's like, I get excited when she talks. She is just full of so much like knowledge. It's like blows my mind. So if you didn't see on the team page, she is an elite coach, 2015. She's a Success Club 5 legend. So that means she hit Success Club 5 for 24 months in a row. And then she's also a Success Club 10 All-Star. So she's hit to Success Club 10 for 12 months in a row. So you can see how important hitting Success Club is every single month for your business. And she also has her master's in nutrition, and she has her own, gym, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So Abby's going to talk to us tonight about the leadership ladder. And especially for you new coaches, you might not even know what that is, but I think she's going to give us oodles and oodles of good stuff. So have your pen and notebook ready, and Abbey, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Rose. I'm so excited to talk to you guys tonight. By a show of hands, how many of you know what the leadership ladder is, just to start? That's what I thought. This is normal, guys. So don't worry if you're like, oh man, I hope people didn't avoid the call tonight because they're like, what the heck is the leadership ladder? But that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. The leadership ladder is a newer thing in Beachbody. You know, it's been around for about a little over a year now. And the leadership ladder is just kind of a new way to give you benchmarks to help you build a sustainable business. I assume since you're all on this call that you're all interested in building a business on some level with Beachbody, whether that's, helping some people here and there as they cross your path, or setting out to make a couple $100s a month, or maybe you'd like to make a career out of the Beachbody coaching opportunity. Regardless of those goals, using the leadership ladder is going to be a friend of yours. It's going to help you really be able to map out and see, hey, my goal is to make $250 a month and I'm not doing that. What am I missing? And that's what the leadership ladder is for. It kind of helps you check off your list. What benchmarks am I hitting that are going to help me hit this other goal as well? So the leadership ladder has, a ladder has rungs on it, right? And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is the different rungs of the ladder and how you achieve each of those rungs. So, we kind of touched on a little bit here why it's important. And really why it's important is, when you own your own business, it's constantly a time of self-evaluation. I never stop evaluating what I'm doing in my business, what's working, what's not working. I have goals and I'm falling short of them. Where am I missing it? And the leadership ladder helps me identify that all along the way. So I'm going to share some more about my personal story with the leadership ladder later in the call, but I want you guys to know where to find your leadership ladder if you don't already know this. So in your back office, in your Coach Online office, so I assume you all know how to log into your Coach Online office. You go to Coach Online office, and there you are. In that little box that shows you your Success Club points, everybody nod, you know what that is? Yeah, you know where your Success Club points are? You can click a tab that says Leadership Ladder right there, and it's going to show you your prior month's leadership ladder rung. It'll list it off there, and then it'll show you where you're currently at. That's constantly updating, but you can't see last month's results anymore. So it's just going to show you where you're at so far this month. So that's where you find it, but it's going to help you kind of see month to month where your growth is and, what you can be focusing on and working on. So that's where you find it. You all might, if you're at a computer, want to take a second and pull yours up. So as I'm talking, you're like, oh, I didn't know I was a business starter, and you're kind of going to figure out where you're at along the way. So I'm going to share my screen here, and I have some slides for you guys because I'm a visual learner. So I love to know where I'm at. Can you guys see my screen? Nod, yes. Okay. I'm going to hit share here and hope to God that I can still control my screen. Okay, here we go. So leadership ladder, the benchmarks of successful coaching. So this is what we're going to go over. So right now, these are the rungs on the leadership ladder. Obviously, rung 1 is the bottom because we're climbing up the ladder to success. So rung 1 on the leadership ladder is a business starter. The next rung up is a business builder. After that, you become a team leader. So let's talk about that for 1 second right there, okay? Because that shows you something. You go from being a starter to a builder to a leader, right? You don't become a leader overnight. None of you have to be leaders overnight. We're going to work our way there over time by setting a foundation for people to follow us on. After team leader comes organizational leader and executive leader, which we'll touch on tonight, but they're not important to you right now. What we want to focus on is really getting you all to be team leaders. Okay, that's what our whole focus tonight is going to be on. I'm going to show you that. So here we go. I'm going to talk through the different rungs, and then we're going to spend a little bit more time talking through them. So business starter is the first rung on the ladder. To be a business starter, you just have to be a rank of a coach, which everyone here is at least the rank of a coach. So you've got one thing off your docket there. But here is number 1. I put a star by it because everything in this business starts with Success Club. Does everybody know what Success Club is? Go ahead and shake your head. Yes. Yes, good. So Success Club means we have at least 5 points in a month. 2 points come from a challenge pack, 1 point from Shakeology Home Direct. And our goal every single month should be to be at least Success Club 5. Now, if you want to build a business, that's what I say, your goal has to be Success Club 5. Why do I say that? Because if you're not hitting it, no one that ever enrolls under you to be a coach will hit it because they're only going to do what you do. Okay. So if you don't want to build a business, it's okay that you get Success Club 2, Success Club 4. All of that's fine because we're helping people. And that's what this business is all about, is about helping people. Every one person we help matters. But if we want to build a business, if we want to get past that original place of just being a coach and we want to build a business, get to business builder, business starter, all that starts with hitting Success Club so we can lay that groundwork for others to do the same. So we have to hit Success Club 5. We also have to make $100 a month in commissions. Now, if you hit Success Club 5, you're going to make $100, okay? Because chances are you're probably going to hit Success Club 6. You're going to sell 3 challenge packs, and at minimum, you're going to get $40 on each of those challenge packs. That's $120. So if you hit Success Club 5, you're going to make $100 a month. That's pretty cool to begin with. Maybe some of you didn't realize that hitting Success Club 5 means you make $100. That's pretty cool. So hitting Success Club, as you all know, helps you get your Shakeology paid for in its entirety, helps you get your business fee covered so that you're getting 30 free meals a month at the end of the day, regardless of anything else, right? So that is a good place to start. That is a business starter. Does that make sense to everybody before we move on from there? Yeah? So that should be your first priority, is getting there if you're not there yet. Now, usually for people, what makes them not business starter yet is that they haven't hit Success Club. So as we go through this whole presentation, I want you to remember that's your number 1 goal in everything. We can't do any of the other things until we hit Success Club. Okay, moving on. Business builder. To be a business builder, we need some of those same things. We need Success Club 5. That's going to be a consistent throughout everything because it's foundational in our business. So we have to be at Success Club 5. Now here's the next thing. Beachbody didn't put these in this order. I did. Okay, because this is the way I view them as most important. So we have to hit Success Club 5, and then we have to help coaches also get points on the board with Success Club. They don't have to hit Success Club 5 yet. Maybe they're new and you just want to help them get some points on the board, we call it. That means maybe they sold 1 challenge pack. Maybe they got their mom involved or their sister involved or their friend from work involved, and they sold 1 challenge pack and they had 2 Success Club points. So that's what this next line means. Personally sponsored coaches with 1 or more Success Club points. So you need to have 2 coaches that have 1 or more Success Club points. Now, if you have 2 coaches, I'm sure Rose has taught you that you want to put 1 on the right and 1 on the left so you become an emerald coach. So that's the next thing. We want to be an emerald coach, and we need to have 2 of our personally sponsored coaches getting a Success Club point. And then the next one after that is our commissions are $250 a month. Now, That might be overwhelming to some of you, but you need to think about it like this. You don't become a business builder your first month of being a coach, most likely, okay? That takes time because, we hit Success Club 5, like we were talking about, we had $120 in commission. Now we also need people from the prior month to still be on Shakeology, or maybe we hit more Success Club points. There's more commissions in there. So this isn't an entry level thing. We're building to this next rung on the ladder, right? It's a level 2 for a reason. So we're going to strive for Success Club 5 and helping our coaches get points on the board. We want to be an Emerald coach. We want to get $250 a month. Now this last one's the confusing one, okay? Everything in Beachbody, I personally believe nothing's more confusing than team volume. Rose likes team volume. So maybe you guys have heard a little bit more about team volume before. Rose has taught me some stuff about team volume too. But our weak leg volume, do y'all know your weak leg from your strong leg? Some people, yes, no. Okay, so here's the deal. Maybe you're a new coach. I don't want you to be overwhelmed, all right? This is the hardest stuff. You can just hit the ignore button for a second on me if this becomes too much for you. But basically, you have a right leg and you have a left leg. Just like on your own body, you have a right leg and a left leg, okay? One leg is stronger than the other leg because your coach places coaches on the same side as you, and you get volume from your friends on your team, all right? Your other leg is lonely, and it's only built by you. That's your weak leg, all right? So if you don't know your weak leg from your strong leg, ask Rose, and she can help you identify that. But basically, in this business, we're a team for a reason. We can help each other by all the activity that we do, our activity in our own orders of Shakeology, our own orders when we order the new programs that come out. We help each other when we make sales, but your weak leg is only built by you. And that's something that's consistent across the board in every single person in this business. No one has an advantage over the other because no matter how strong somebody's strong leg is, they're only really as strong as their weak leg. We have to do work for ourselves. We're our own bosses. So our weak leg team volume has to be 200. I'll break it down for you. The simplest scenario means that you had 3 people who were discount coaches who just wanted to drink Shakeology for a discount on your weak leg, and that has over 200, okay? That's the easiest way to break it down. But that is business builder. Now, I want to take a pause right here because most of you are probably falling in the business starter and business builder categories, or that's what you're going to be striving towards right now. So I want to take a minute and just say, unmute yourself if you have a question about those 2 categories before we move on. Are we sure you're good? I can't see the chat box when I'm in presentation mode. If anybody has a question, Rose, you can read it.
I think you're good to go.
We're good?
Yeah.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're good. Do you have a question, Diana?
Yeah, real quick. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so I know that I can't. I had Danielle as my upline coach, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to afford my Shakeology the next month. I want to, but I wasn't sure if I'd be able to. So she put it on the hold for a month, and that means that I can't rank up during this time. Is that correct?
You can't rank up to the next rung on the ladder, you mean, or just rank in general?
I don't know, I guess.
So to be any rank as a coach, you just have to be active,
Mm-hmm.
and that means you have to have 50 personal volume points. So say even at this point in time, your Shakeology's on hold. If you make a sale, if somebody else orders a challenge pack under you or Shakeology, it's going to bump you to active status. Okay. You'll be active. So
Okay.
you can be active and be an Emerald coach. That's okay. You can still get 2 coaches under you and be active. But what you can't do without being on Shakeology Home Direct is hit Success Club 5. That's a qualification for hitting Success Club, is you have to have 90 personal volume points of Home Direct, which means Shakeology Home Direct. So It's okay. What's cool about this business is it's not a sprint. It's a journey. So, if you can't afford Shakeology this month, our efforts should still be getting you to Success Club 5, even if you can't qualify for it, because we're going to get you the commissions you need so that you can order it next month. And
Right.
that'll be our focus.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, no problem. Any other questions, guys? No? Cool. Okay, moving on. So I want to spend some time here because, you know, I'm going to talk about this at the end too, but I'm kind of going to blow my cover right now and say it. A lot of you have probably heard of the rank of diamond, right? Yeah, diamond is like that thing in glory land where we're like, everybody wants to be diamond. Diamond is what we're striving for. Diamond is where all the happy happens, where we have a team that we can lead and we make this money. And these things are kind of true, but really it's like, you know, pink is the new black kind of scenario here. Team leader is the new diamond. That's what's cool, because when you're a team leader, you are the rank of diamond, but you also have all the qualifications you need to actually have a strong team and to make the money that you want to make. So we're going to focus on the idea of team leader more than diamond. You have to be diamond to be a team leader, but this is going to ensure that you have the whole package so that you don't get to diamond like I did and be like, $14 cycle bonus, $18 cycle bonus, and that's all the money you made. And you're like, I really thought diamond is when I made bank in this business, but you only made a couple bucks. And that's because you didn't have a strong business that started with that idea of Success Club. So that's where we're going to go back and focus right now. Our goal is going to be every single person on this call. My goal for you is to at least be a team leader, if not striving for more. So yes, we have to hit business starter and we have to hit business builder along the way. But I want you to think about, I want to take all those steps so I can be a team leader. All right. So team leader, to be a team leader, what's the common denominator, everybody? We got to hit Success Club 5, right? Success Club 5 is where it's at. Now it's going up a little bit. To be a diamond coach, all right, we need to have at least 8 coaches underneath us, 4 on our right, 4 on our left, and then one of those people on our right and left are also an emerald coach. So 4 out of 8 of our coaches have to be getting a Success Club point on the board. Just one, we just need one, but that's showing that we have some business activity, not just people that want to drink Shakeology for a cheaper price, okay? So we're hitting Success Club, we're helping our coaches also do business activities and get Success Club points on the board. We're a diamond coach. Like I said, that means 4 coaches on the right, 4 coaches on the left, and one of those on the right and one on the left is an emerald coach, meaning they each have 2 coaches underneath them, one on the right and one on the left. Our commissions have upped the ante. Who wants to make $1,000 a month? Woo, woo, everybody, right? Everybody wants to make $1,000 a month. To make $1,000 a month, all these things have to fall in line, right? That's where it's at. You might be able to make $1,000 a month inconsistently, but this is going to get you consistent $1,000 a month that is sustainable and is going to build you a strong business. So we want to hit Success Club. We want to help our coaches hit Success Club or at least get Success Club points on the board. We'll be a diamond coach. We're going to get $1,000 a month, and our weak leg team volume, this is hard, is going to be 5,000. So what was our last slide? You remember? 200 team volume. We just went to 5,000. Okay. Now, is anybody on this call? I can't see everybody when I'm in presentation mode. I like almost want to stop my share so I can see you guys. Rose can like shout it out to me if anybody raises their hand. Does anybody already know that they are a business builder? Does anybody already know that they're a business builder? Did anybody look at their back office yet and figure it out? Anybody, Rose?
I can't see people raising their hand yet. I did do like a recognition for our team. I'm trying to pull that up and see who we have on the list.
Okay, well, I'll keep talking about it in the meantime. But what I want to make sure I mention to you guys is you will spend the most time in business builder zone. Okay, it's a big transition from business builder to team leader, and it's because of that team volume. All right, and that's where I'm going to share my story in a little bit, how I went from business builder to team leader and how it was hard, but so doable and so worth it. So we'll get there in a minute. I'm going to breeze through these next 2. I want you guys to see the potential, but not dwell on it because it's in the future for everybody, okay? So the next step up is the organizational leader. That means you're at least a 2-star diamond, and 6 of your coaches are getting on the board with Success Club points. You're getting at least $2,500 a month, and your week leg team volume is at 15,000 on your week leg. And you have 2 personally sponsored team leaders, which means 2 of your coaches hit this rung of team leader. All right, that's far out there, but it's something we want to think about because it's there for everybody. It's attainable for everybody if you keep moving up on those rungs and following the steps to build a strong business. And the last one is an executive leader. Everything's the same. We're just upping the ante on all of it. We have 8 coaches that are getting on the board with Success Club. We have 5-star diamond, meaning we have 5 diamonds on our team. Our commissions are $8,500 a month. Who wants to make that? Me. Weekly team volumes 50,000, and we have 4 personally sponsored team leaders. All right, so we're going to zoom past that. So what I want you guys to think about now is just to understand that this is one step at a time. That's how we get up the ladder. Nobody got to the ladder from the ground to the top, right? You have to take one step at a time. Everybody has the same steps to take. Nobody has an elevator. There's no elevator to success. We all have to take the stairs. So we're going to walk through this one step at a time together. So your first step is Success Club 5, non-negotiable, if you want to build a business, okay? If you're like, Abby, I just really like to hang out on Tuesday nights and talk to these girls, that is fine. Everybody is in this business for different reasons, and I have people on my team that just love the community, love the atmosphere, love helping people here and there. It's your business. You're your own boss. But I'm telling you, I'm the tough love. I'm the coach right now telling you, if you want to build a business, you have to hit Success Club 5. That's going to be our first goal. We can't worry about hitting emerald and worrying about hitting diamond and worrying about all these ranks if we're not hitting Success Club, because we can't teach our coaches to hit Success Club then, and we can't build a strong, sustainable business. All right. So Success Club 5 is our first step. Remember, what is Success Club 5? It's just helping 3 people a month, guys. 3 people, getting 3 people started on a fitness journey. If you're somebody that struggles with hitting Success Club, I want you to know that you have everything inside you to hit Success Club. The only one in your way is you. Our mindset. Our mindset's what gets in our way, telling ourselves that we can't do it and telling ourselves that we're not good enough or that somebody out there is better than us. And I want to remind you that each and every one of you have a unique and beautiful story. There are certain people out there that are waiting, literally waiting to hear your story. You're going to be the person they connect with. You're going to be the person that they want to join on this journey. And your boldness, your confidence to share your story is what's going to change somebody's life. So I need you to attack Success Club with that mindset, with knowing that your story is powerful and your story will change people's lives, okay? So if you're not hitting Success Club and you want to be, I'll tell you, you're just not talking to enough people. You're not telling your story to enough people. And if you up those numbers, you will hit Success Club. Okay. So Success Club 5, non-negotiable. It's the first benchmark on every rung of the ladder for a reason. We can't have anything without that. All right. And your coaches will only do what you do, not what you say to do. So if you hit Success Club, they see that it's possible to hit Success Club, and you're inspiring them to do the same thing. You're showing them that it's possible. This quote underneath there is one of my favorite quotes. A leader is someone who demonstrates what's possible. People have to see that it's possible through you, not through Rose, but through you, because you're their leader. When you sign up a coach, you're their leader, not just Rose. Okay. So the second step, we got to help our coaches do the same thing. So once you know how to do it, you can help other people do it. Maybe you don't even have 5 Success Club points right now. It's okay. Do you have 1? Help somebody get 1 on the board. All right. Show people as you go. You don't have to become perfect. It's just teaching people as we go. You're always one step in front of the people that you sign up, because you know how to sign up to be a coach, right? So you can teach somebody how to sign up to be a coach. Once you get 1 Success Club point, you know how to teach somebody how to get 1 Success Club point, right? So that's the attitude you have to have as you're walking forward in this business. So how do we help our coaches get on the board with Success Club points? We need to know that every one person matters. That's the mentality we have to have. every single person that signs up with a challenge pack or Shakeology, they matter and they're a person, not just a number. And that's the mentality we have to help people, get people on board, okay? In every other business out there, guys, people make a sale and it's done, right? You know, you buy a candle off somebody and they're not calling you to ask you how your candle's smelling in your kitchen anymore, right? But with Beachbody, when somebody buys Shakeology in a fitness program through us, the sale happened. Our work is just beginning, right? Our work is just beginning with helping them succeed with that program. So we're talking about the Lives Changed Club. That's how I talk about this with my team, is we're focusing on people's lives that we're changing, not numbers of points on the board. Ask your discount coaches, people who just want to do this because it's cheaper. Do you guys all know that? Do you guys all know it makes sense to be a coach because it's cheaper? I do. That's how I signed up. But, ask people who are just in it to save money if they have any friends or family members that could benefit from what they're doing. Help them sign somebody up, right? That's how they're going to get a Success Club point on the board. If you have 1 to 3 coaches underneath you, pick 1 to 3 coaches every week and help them get a Success Club point on the board. That's what I do with my team. Help people get Success Club points on the board. We don't have to worry about hitting 5 points with everybody on our team. We just want them to know that they can get 1 point, because what happens when you get 1? You know you got 1, so you can do it again, right? And again. So that's your first step. That's your second step. I don't want you guys to think about Diamond till you think about Success Club, okay? Sound good? Everybody got that? All right, top tip. I want you to choose one area at a time to focus on until you achieve it, all right? So what does that mean? We talked about a whole bunch of different things on each rung that you have to achieve, right? I want you to focus on one. So I'm going to tell you my story now, okay? Here's my story with the leadership ladder. So Success Club for me wasn't the thing I had to work on when I started working on the leadership ladder. Like Rose said, I've been in Success Club for a long time. Every month, that's something that I set out to be a non-negotiable. I want you all to know it doesn't come easy to me. I have to do consistent behaviors every day. I have to talk to people every single day. That's how I hit Success Club consistently. So Success Club wasn't an issue for me. Let's actually go back so you can see it as I talk about it. So I was a business builder. We're talking about summer of last year. I was a business builder. I was hitting Success Club 5 every month, and I was actually a diamond coach at this time, and I was making well over $250 a month, and my week leg volume was well over 200, but it wasn't to 5,000, okay? So team volume on my week leg was a struggle for me, and the other struggle was getting coaches with Success Club points on the board, okay? So I needed 4 coaches with Success Club points on the board, and I needed 5,000 week leg volume to be able to get to that next level. I also needed to make $1,000 a month. So now that I'm looking at this again and I'm talking to you guys, the only thing I had covered was I was a diamond coach, okay? And I had been a diamond coach for a while. And I was looking at all this stuff and I was like, man, I'm a diamond coach. And everybody said I was going to make money, and I'm not really making money. And I really have nothing other than 8 coaches who like Shakeology and they want it cheaper. That's what I've got going on right now. So I had to look at my business and I had to say, what am I going to focus on? I'm going to focus on one thing at a time until I get it. So at that time, I started focusing on getting my coaches to have a Success Club point on the board. All right. So I started focusing on getting my coaches to have a Success Club point on the board. And guess what happened? My week leg team volume was growing as well, because as my team was succeeding, our team volume was growing. All right. So I started to take care of 2 birds with 1 stone. I got my 4 coaches to have a Success Club point on the board. I was a diamond coach. I was hitting Success Club 5. My commissions were close to $1,000 a month at that time, but they were wavering. They were wavering because I didn't have the team volume to get me team cycle bonus that was going to get me over $1,000 every month, okay? So I decided I needed to start focusing on week leg team volume. This seemed like such a task at that time, all right? I wish that Beachbody had history of our leadership ladders. I was looking at this earlier because I was trying to give you guys exact numbers, but they don't have history of it. So I'll give you as close to an estimate as I can. All right. When I first started focusing on weak leg volume, I wasn't even at 1,000 on my weak leg. Okay. I remember thinking like, dude, 1,000 volume points, that's so many. I'm never going to get there. And I decided, what can I do to build my weak leg volume? The only thing I can do right now that I knew as a newer coach that had recently hit Diamond, that didn't have a very sustainable business, was I could keep adding new coaches to my weak leg, and I was going to continue building my weak leg volume. Okay, that was the only thing I was in control of at the time. So I started at the beginning of summer, adding coaches to my weak leg as they'd sign up. And that was growing my volume. I remember I got my volume to around like 1,250 on my weak leg. And I thought like, oh my gosh, I'm not even halfway there. I'm like tracking along. And we got to the time around Coach Summit in July. And I was pushing. And I was getting my volume to close to 2,500. So I was getting halfway there. And I kept pushing. I was working on inspiring my coaches, getting more coaches on the board with Success Club points, adding more coaches to my weak leg. And this took time, guys. This was months of focus on just my weak leg volume, all right? And I'll never forget, it was the most exciting thing ever. It was September, and I got over 5,000 team volume points on my weak leg. And I was like, party! Yes, I'm a team leader. Awesome. Now, do you know what's awesome about that though, guys? Maybe you don't understand team volume. So let's talk about that real quick, okay? So team volume, cycle bonuses, this is how it works. You got a right leg and left leg. One's got to have 200 volume points. One's got to have 100 volume points, and you cycle. As a Diamond coach, that means $18. So let's do a little math real quick, all right? We've got weak leg team volume of 5,000. My weak leg is the side that's getting 100 taken away. So how many times does 100 go into 5,000? Who knows? You all should know this, right? 50, right? Yeah, everybody's like, I don't know, I don't do math at night. So 50 times $18 means that you got $900 that month from cycle bonus alone. That is awesome, right? Now, on top of that, you're making your commission. So you're hitting Success Club 5. So you're at least getting another $120 from your 40, 40, 40 at minimum level challenge packs. So now we made over $1,000 a month. And that doesn't count any customers that continued on Shakeology, or if you got any more than 5 Success Club points. So do you see how you can build a sustainable business by shooting for team leader, right? And you can just mark those off one at a time. What am I hitting? What am I not hitting? What do I need to strive for? One thing at a time. Now, just to fast forward for you guys, you know, I've been focusing on weak leg volume ever since then. So from September, I hit that goal of team leader. What month is this? March, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So 6 months later, okay, I've tripled that. This month I'll hit my goal of 15,000 team volume points on my weak leg, which is my next thing I was working on to get to the next rung on the leadership ladder, which is organization leader. And I did this by focusing on one thing at a time, right? I remember a year ago looking at that organization leader and saying, 15,000 weak leg volume points. I don't even have 1,000 yet. That's so unattainable, right? But what I'm here to tell you today is that if you take one step at a time, you focus on one thing. You don't let yourself get overwhelmed by the big picture, but you do self-evaluation every day and you say, where am I at? Am I hitting Success Club? I've got that under control. Am I helping my coaches get on the board? Where am I at with my rank? Where am I at with my weak leg volume? You can be the boss of your own business, and you don't have anybody else to blame for where you are or where you aren't. It's not Rose's job for you to hit Success Club, right? It's your job. You're your own boss. So are you hitting Success Club? Then we move on to the next thing. So one thing at a time, you can tackle this and really help yourself push forward to your business and your income goals. All right. So let's get back to where I was. My last thing for you, my final thought before we kind of break into some questions and walk through your scenarios together, which is what I want to do with you, is team leader is the new diamond. So if you are striving for diamond, that's great because diamond is part of team leader. But what I want you to know is you're going to get to diamond and it's going to be like a big letdown for you if you don't have the other portions of your business in line. Okay, you can get to diamond without hitting Success Club, but you're not going to make any money. You can get to diamond without hitting Success Club, but none of your coaches are going to do it because you're not doing it. So I want you to think about diamond is definitely your rank goal because I want you to get to team leader and I want you to make $1,000 a month and I want you to be helping lead a team of people that are helping to end the trend of obesity and set out to do what all of us are here for. But you're going to be disappointed with your business if you don't take those rungs seriously and work on not setting yourself up with a house of cards, but getting yourself a strong foundation, a house that's built on the rock, not the sand. Okay? Cool? All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. And I want to talk to you guys. That's what I'm here to do. I like to talk. So tell me what's up. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me if you're like, Abby, I have no clue what you just said. Can I have the Reader's Digest version, not in Spanish, with subtitles? Okay. Let me know what you're thinking. I'd love to talk through this with you guys because I'm really passionate about how it's helped my business grow.
All right, guys, don't be shy. I mean, Abby had so much information. I took a ton of notes. Really good, tidbits there. So you guys just open up the lines, talk. Have you guys looked at your leadership ladder?
No.
Diane, you're brand new.
Yes.
You're brand new. Give yourself grace there. You're good.
I feel like I have tons of questions, but I won't even go on with all of them. Like the volume, when you're talking about volume with the leg, like with the left leg, what exactly is the volume? Like, can you define what the volume is?
Yeah. So basically, when you order Shakeology every month, that's your personal volume. We call it PV, personal volume. Okay. Your Shakeology order is 90 personal volume points. Okay. So I know you said Rose isn't your coach. We're going to pretend that for a second just while we talk. So Rose is your coach and you have 90 personal volume points, but since you're one of her coaches, you're contributing to team volume. So 90 of your personal volume points are going towards Rose's team volume. Okay. Make sense?
Yes.
So same thing goes for you. We're going to pretend like Allison is your coach and she has 90 personal volume points from Shakeology, and that's 90 team volume for you. So your orders and your customer orders are personal volume. Your coaches, their volume is your team volume.
On my right leg. From my
any leg. Your right leg or your left leg, wherever those coaches are.
Okay.
The other thing that's cool is, like we talked about, we're all a team. So we all have a strong leg. That means that, Rose, she put you, Diana, on her right leg. I'm making this up, so don't write that down. It's not true, Diana. Rose put you on her right leg, and Allison signed up 3 days after you, and she's on Rose's right leg too. So Allison, she's all part of the team. You're all part of the team. So her 90 Shakeology points are part of your team volume, and they're part of Rose's team volume. They're part of everybody's team volume. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that doesn't just go for everybody's Shakeology orders. That goes for everything we do. So when I hit Success Club and I have, we'll pretend like I just hit Success Club 5 and it was from 3 challenge packs and each of those was 105 volume points we'll make up. Now I had 315 personal volume points, but my personal volume, everybody else on my team, they got 315 team volume points from me. Does that make sense?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah. And Diana, in Coach Basics, we're going to go over the volume and bonus cycles a lot more. So don't even.
Okay.
You're like jumping way ahead. So
I know.
we're going to be building on this a lot more, so don't get freaked out.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Being anybody else that's like newer or this seemed like Spanglish to you, what I want you to remember is let's go back to the very beginning of that presentation. We wanted to give you the whole big picture, but what your focus is becoming a business starter. I want you to turn the key and get in the car, and we're starting up your business. And how we start up your business is by hitting Success Club 5. That's the only thing I want you to be concerned about, okay? Then once we've got that tackled, we're like, hey, I got this. I want to build a business. I'm going to invite my friends to join me, and I'm going to help them get on the board with Success Club. And guess what? Now we're becoming a business builder. We're building our business. That's where most of you are probably falling, right? I just told you, I was a diamond coach and I was a business builder. So that was still just the second rung of the ladder. Don't get, crazy over all the different ladder rungs. Any other questions, guys? There should be. Don't be afraid. My team's always afraid to talk to. Don't be afraid. Just unmute yourself.
I have a question.
Awesome.
Do you have any tips for how you separate Success Club from like a numbers game to being about helping people? I think that's where I struggle the most, is that it's hard for me to think of hitting Success Club as helping people, as opposed to it just being part of your business and like a goal to achieve instead of helping somebody.
Yeah. And Rachel, do you mean in terms of like for yourself, to feel it yourself, like, you want to hit Success Club because you want to help people, or inspiring coaches to feel that way?
Well, I think it goes hand in hand. Definitely, I want to feel that way for myself. And if I view it that way, then my coaches will at the same time.
Yeah. I totally get it. All right. I'll tell you, when I first joined as a coach, I'll tell you guys a little bit of my story, because I feel like when you know somebody, it helps you relate to them better. So when I signed up to be a coach, I was pursuing my master's in nutrition. I was in grad school. I had a 7-month-old daughter. I run my gym. I was working as a dental hygienist, and I volunteered for my church. I had a bajillion things on my plate, and I was already helping people, right? I own a gym. People were coming to work out with me, and, I was getting my master's in nutrition. People were coming to me with nutrition questions all the time. I was already helping people. People were asking me about different supplements on the market. I can't say them because then I get like slapped by Beachbody probably by saying like I was comparing supplements. I'm not going to do any of that. But clients came to me with lots of questions about supplements they could find at GNC, other network marketing companies that sell supplements. And they were asking me, Abby, what about all this stuff? I kind of want to take these pills. I want to drink this shaky drink. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I was like, pump the brakes, y'all. Don't be popping pills and doing crazy stuff. Like, just work out and eat right already. And I was like, I'll look into this stuff for you. And so I went out, I researched all these supplements that people brought to the table for me. And it was so easy for me to just be like, trash can, red flag, garbage. This stuff sucks. And then I came to Shakeology, and I was like, if this is half of what I'm seeing here, this could be worth my time. Then I did some more deeper research than what you find on the label and what you see on Beachbody's website. And I really looked into the ins and outs of everything, and it passed all my tests. And I was like, well, I'm not going to tell any of my clients that they can buy this stuff that seems like an overpriced drink until I've tried it. So I ordered a bag, and I read all the fine print on Beachbody's website like a total nerd. And I was like, dude, what's a coach? A coach. It's cheaper to be a coach. I think I'm going to sign up to be a coach. That's how I signed up to be a coach, guys. All right. I literally, the time I bought my first bag of Shakeology on beachbody.com, I was like, I like a deal, and this seems to be cheaper, so I'm going to buy it. So I bought it, and I was like, oh, if I sign up with a challenge pack, whatever that is, I'll throw that at-home program in the trash can because I own a gym. It waives my fee to enroll as a coach. So this is literally how I signed up. I get my bag of Shakeology in the mail. It's when vanilla Shakeology came out. I tried it, and I thought it tasted like a trash can. I hate vanilla Shakeology to this day. If you guys like it, praise you. It's not my flavor. So, I finally found a combination of it that I could tolerate, and it was with peanut butter and banana in it. I don't know why I was putting applesauce and stuff in my shakes. I don't even like applesauce, but I was trying all these concoctions on the internet and I hated them all. So I found peanut butter banana. I was drinking it. I was tolerating it. And about, 2 weeks in, I was feeling pretty bomb.com. I was like, dude, my daughter's 7 months old. I haven't felt like myself in 2 freaking years, and I feel awesome. So my husband and I are like getting the itch, like our bag of Shakeology is kind of running out because he was drinking it too. And I was like, I need more of this stuff. I ordered chocolate. I've been in love with vegan chocolate for the rest of my life. That's what I drink. I'm a vegan chocolate fan. But point is, I don't even remember what I was telling you guys because I get so on my soapbox in my story. But, I became addicted to Shakeology. I signed up to be a coach and I joined because it was cheaper. So I originally just joined this shindig to do this all for a discount. I remember, if you don't know this, if you sign up on Beachbody.com, Beachbody assigns you a coach. So I didn't sign up under anybody. I was assigned a coach. And my coach is from Michigan. I'm from Pennsylvania. She called me up and she's like, hey, did you sign up to be a Beachbody coach? And I was like, yeah, I did, but I'm not doing any of that stuff. Sorry, I just wanted the deal. And she's like, oh, man, that kind of sucks, And I was like, I help people already. I own a gym. I don't need any of this stuff. I threw that at-home program in the trash can, all that stuff. I didn't think I was going to do anything with this business. Then my passion for Shakeology started to brew. I couldn't help but tell other people about it because I was feeling really great. I was telling my clients that they could drink it from the gym. And then, they were telling their friends about how awesome it was. And it started to become this snowball effect where I realized what I was doing was helping people. What I was doing for myself was helping me. And that's when my first mindset shift took place, where I was like, okay, this is about people. This isn't just about products. It's about people. And my passion is what sells things. The products are awesome on their own, but our stories are what makes people want to try it, right? So after all that, my coach was like, Abby, there's this thing called Emerald, and there's this thing called Success Club. And I was like, you're still not getting it. I'm happy to tell people about this from time to time, but I'm not trying to coach. I don't want to be a coach. Coaches are fake fitness people. This is what I used to think, honestly. I was like, I run a gym. This is weird. I don't know what y'all are doing, working out in your living rooms. So, my coach is telling me to hit Success Club, and I was thinking the same thing as you, Rachel. I'm like, you just want me to hit Success Club so you can make money? This is about numbers and business and blah, blah, blah. And then one day, I was like, oh, I hit Success Club. I didn't know I did that. Some people wanted Shakeology, and I told them to get it, and I hit Success Club, and I was like, Beachbody sent me this dumb bobblehead doll. That's fun, and I like presents. I still think the bobbleheads are creepy and weird, but I really liked receiving it in the mail. And I was like, to me, that was cool. I like presents. I was like, Success Club. All right, coach, tell me a little bit more about Success Club again. And I remember I thought it was cool when I hit it for the prizes, but I didn't really see it as a thing yet. I didn't see it as important. I saw it like you, Rachel. I was like, still, I guess it's cool when I get the bobblehead or the baseball hat or the t-shirt or whatever it is that you sent me. But I'm still seeing this as kind of a numbers thing and not a people helping thing. All right. Then I realized it was like a light bulb one day that I'm a boss. I'm my own boss if I want to work this as a business, right? And in every business you ever do, whether you work for somebody or you work for yourself, there's still quotas, there's benchmarks, there's things where it's like, if you do this, you'll be successful. There's a guidebook. There's things we should do to hit certain things. And that's all Success Club, the words are in Beachbody lingo, is it's just Beachbody's way to say, hey, people that help at least 3 people a month are successful coaches. It's not because they helped 3 people a month and they hit Success Club 5 that they're successful, but the trend in the business is the people that helped at least 3 people every month made more money. They had more retention because they were more involved in their business. They were running challenge groups every month. They were helping people. And that's what you had to focus on, Rachel. You had to kind of shift that mindset to say like, oh, I think you're like me. You're like that type A person that's like, I see what you're doing and I'm looking too much at the logic and not as much at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is just that Beachbody is setting up guidelines for us because we run our own businesses. And you have to be able to have self-evaluation and say, like, am I doing what I should do to be on track to reach the goals I'd like to reach? If I'd like to make a certain amount of money every month and, do whatever it is that you'd like to do with coaching. Maybe it's to be able to pay for your daughter's dance lessons, or maybe it's to be able to have some extra money so you and whoever can go out on a date. Maybe it's to be able to, not have to work a second job. Whatever it is, there is a goal you're probably trying to reach, and we need benchmarks to be able to reach that goal. Does that kind of help? Yeah.
Yeah. I felt one of those crazy mindset switches. Like,
yay! That's what we're going for.
That makes a lot of sense.
But good. And, so then once you can see that yourself, I talk about everything. Like, I rarely ever say Success Club. Even when I'm talking about it myself, I like to mark down how many people's lives I've changed. I have a list in my notebook where I'm like, okay, not these people, like this is how many Success Club points I have, but I have a list of all the people I'm helping this month. That's what drives me. The people. I've talked to some coaches, they do super cool things where they print out people's profile pictures that buy challenge packs from them, and they put them up on a bulletin board so they can look at all the people they've helped. That's what you want to do. If you're somebody that's kind of focused on the numbers, let's focus on the people that we're helping. And we know we're going to be successful coaches if we can strive to help at least 3 people every month. I got so on fire with helping 3 people every month that I was like, that's just not enough. I want to help more people every month. I want to help 5 people every month. Now I'm like, man, I used to cap it at 5 because I was like, Success Club 10. That's what I'm supposed to do. 10 points, just like 5 points. No, help as many darn people as you can help. Don't worry about the number. Just know that you're trending to hit the success levels you want to hit if you help at least 3 people every month. Cool.
Awesome.
Any other questions, guys? Don't be afraid of me. I'm just very passionate. I'm very friendly too. Nothing? No?
Well, everyone's kind of brewing in their mind. What I wanted to say was, I remember when I first became a coach, there was no leadership ladder. It was like diamond was the holy grail, get to diamond. And in my mind, when I got to diamond, I was like, I can quit my job. And I was like nowhere near being able to quit my job at that time. I think it took me maybe 6-8 months to become diamond. And I was like, damn it, I am so far away from leaving my full-time job. That was my goal. But with this leadership ladder, I think it gives us really good concrete pieces to go after. And I love what Abby said, just take one piece at a time. And I would say for the past 3-4 months, I've really been focusing on that leadership ladder and seeing the pieces of the puzzle that I was missing. Right now I'm at the team leader and I just need one other person to be a team builder, and then I'll go up to the next rung. So now I know I need to focus on helping that one other coach become that team builder. So it's just a great way for you to know where you need to be focusing on your business and just pick one thing first, starting, like Abby said, first starting with Success Club and then work your way up with it.
Exactly. And I love that, Rose, just, to kind of bring it all together, guys, it's when we can put that focused energy in one spot that you can really propel yourself forward. So, like I said, when at Summit of last year in July, when I was like, man, I'm halfway there, I'm pouring all my energy into getting over 5,000 week leg volume points to get myself to team leader. I view it like this. This is how I explain so many concepts. The lights are on in my house right now, right? So there's energy everywhere. All throughout the room, everything's lit up. But if I had all the lights out and just the light of my computer was on and you could just see my face, all your focus, all your energy would be on my face, right? It's the same way in our businesses. If we shut the lights out on everything else and we just focus on one thing, we've got a headlamp on, and where we're looking is just that one area that we're pouring all our energy into, that's when you see change happen in your business, and you can take it one step at a time. So that's what I think that you all should take away from all of this, is that this is a tool for you to use forever in your business. This isn't just like, oh, this is a cool thing that I'm going to look at tomorrow. I want you guys to be looking at your leadership ladder all the time. Like I said, it's constantly updating in your back office to be like real time where you're at with your commissions, real time where you're at with how many people have a Success Club point on the board. So use this forever in your business to help you have that system of checks and balances where you can say, okay, my goal is to make $1,000 a month. On leadership ladder, to be at $1,000 a month, I should do all those other things too, right?
And I just wanted to, pull this up for the people that don't know if they're a team builder or a business starter. We have a lot of people that are on the leadership ladder. So if you didn't know and you're not on here, then go in your back office and see. And most times it's the people who don't hit, once you start hitting Success Club, you'll go right up to a team builder for a lot of the leaders on our team. Just because if you don't have that first base of Success Club covered, then you're automatically not even on that first step. So focus on Success Club, and then after that, focus on getting your coaches to Success Club too. Any last questions for Abbey? Questions, comments? Great stuff here. Love it. All right, thank you so much, Abbey. This was absolutely great for all of us. And I appreciate you taking your time out. And I love your passion. It just makes me want to start reaching out to people.
Good. I'm glad. Thanks for having me on tonight, guys. I can give Rose these slides too. The breakdowns are in your back office, but sometimes it's just nice to look at them. And, hey, if you're focusing on Team Builder, make the background of your computer my slide that's Team Builder, right? Have yourself constant reminders of the things that you need to be working on.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you, guys.